Jai Hind, my dear children. Welcome back to another section of the lesson Understanding Quadrilaterals. Now, in this video, we are going to study about angle sum property of different polygons. Okay, so all are ready? Now we can study. Now children, it is very clear to you that angle sum property of a triangle, sum of the measures of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay, so what you studied, in a triangle there are three angles, angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3, and the total of the three angles is always equal to 180 degree. So that is the result. Sum of the measures of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So we can write that as here, since it is mentioned angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3, we can write therefore measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 plus measure of angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so this is called angle sum property of a triangle. Okay, so this is the first result we need to memorize here as you learned in previous classes. Now using this result we are going to find out what is the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Okay children? Yes. So let us see. Now you can see in the screen there is a quadrilateral drawn here, and you know a quadrilateral is a diagram of four sides. Okay, it is a closed figure of four sides. Now you see I have named here the quadrilateral. What is the quadrilateral here? A, B, C, D. Okay, so there are four sides, and how many angles are there in a quadrilateral? Yes, there are four angles. This is the first angle A, this is the angle B, and this is angle C, and this is angle D. Okay, so these are the four angles in this quadrilateral. Now what is done? One, to find out the angle, total angle measure of this quadrilateral, what is done here? This diagonal, that is this BD is joined. Okay, BD is joined. When BD is joined, what happens? This quadrilateral is divided into two triangles. Correct? Okay, the quadrilateral is divided into two triangles, and what is the name of this triangle? A, B, D. And what is the name of this triangle, second one? B, C, D. Okay, so we got two triangles when you joined this line BD. Now here we are applying the angle sum property of a triangle. As you know, angle sum property of a triangle is 180 degrees. So what is the total angle measure of this triangle? Yes, very good, 180 degree. And what is the total angle measure of this triangle? That is also 180 degree. So we can add the two triangles total angles to get the total angle measure of this quadrilateral. Okay, so let us see how we are finding out the measure of this quadrilateral. So children, now you see I am naming the angles here. This is first angle. Now here you see when you draw this line segment BD, this angle B is divided into two angles, correct? So here two angles are formed. So one I am naming as angle 2 and this I am naming as angle 3. Okay, two angles are formed. Similarly, in this point D also there are two angles formed. So I am naming this as 4 and this as 5. Okay, and this angle is 6. Understood? So here we got 6 angles, and this angle B and angle D are divided into two angles. Understood? So this way we got the 6 angles. Now our aim is to find out what is the total sum of the measures of this angles of this quadrilateral. Okay, so what we are doing, I am writing the, all of you copy this properly in your notebook. Let ABCD be the quadrilateral. Okay, so we have taken our quadrilateral, name is ABCD. Now what I did, join BD. So I joined this line segment BD. Okay, so now there are two triangles. Now there are two triangles, namely, what are the two triangles? Triangle ABD and triangle BCD. Okay, so we got two triangles ABD and BCD. Now what I told, now in these two triangles we are going to apply angle sum property of a triangle. Therefore, by angle sum property of a triangle, angle sum property of a triangle, angle sum property of a triangle, how can we write in this triangle? In triangle, what is the first triangle? ABD. What are the three angles here in this triangle ABD? Measure of angle 1. Okay, this one plus measure of this angle. Measure of angle 2 plus what is the third angle here? 4. Measure of angle 4 is 180 degree. Okay, since you know what is angle sum property of a triangle, in this first triangle we got these three angles, total sum is 180 degree. So now similarly what you can write in triangle, what is the second triangle? BCD. BCD, what are the three angles? 3, 5 and 6. So measure of angle 3 plus measure of angle 5 plus measure of angle 6 equal to 180 degree. Okay, so these two triangles are having each sum of the measures of three angles equal to 180 degree. Now you see in the diagram, children, what is the sum of angle 2 and 3? Yes, that is sum of angle 2 and 3 is this total angle, that is angle B. Similarly, the sum of angle 4 and 5 is the total angle, angle D. Okay, anyways, in the quadrilateral, 4 angles, angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. So what we can understand from this two, when you add the angles of this triangle, first one and second triangle, what is the total sum of the measures? 180 degree plus 180 degree. Understand? So therefore sum of the measures of the four angles of the quadrilateral is equal to 180 plus 180. Okay, 180 degree plus 180 degree. What is 180 degree plus 180 degree? That is equal to 360 degrees. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? To find the angle sum property of a quadrilateral, we need to divide it into two triangles, and using angle sum property of a triangle, we want to use the two angle sum property of these two triangles, so that we get 180 plus 180, that is 360 degree is the sum of the measures of the four angles of this quadrilateral. Okay, understood? So children, what you learned? Angle sum property of a quadrilateral for any quadrilateral. Okay, here I have taken see sum of the measures of the four angles of a quadrilateral ABCD. So in general I am telling the quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, for this quadrilateral, how many angles are there? Four angles. Angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. Understand? So, using angle sum property of a triangle, we found the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Understand? So that for any quadrilateral, here it is ABCD. Likewise, for any quadrilateral, we can generalize sum of the measures of the four angles. Okay, in any quadrilateral, there will be four angles. And in all the cases, sum of the measures of the four angles of quadrilateral is always 360 degrees. Understood, children? So angle sum property of a triangle is 180 degree and angle sum property of a quadrilateral will always be equal to 360 degrees. I think all of you understood. Now children, we can consider another one figure, that is a pentagon. What do you mean by pentagon, children? A pentagon is a closed figure having 5 sides. Okay, so here I have drawn a pentagon. Now what is the angle sum property of this pentagon? Okay, so what is the total angle measure of this pentagon? We are going to find out as we did previously in quadrilateral. Okay, so what we are doing, first I am naming this pentagon as, okay, we can give A, B, C, D, E. Okay, the pentagon is having 5 vertices. Now it has 5 angles also. So what are those 5 angles? Angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D and angle E. Understand? 5 angles. Now in the similar way as we did in the previous cases, here I am going to join the diagonals so that how many triangles are formed in this pentagon we can see. Okay, so here also we are using angle sum property of a triangle to find out the angle sum property of this pentagon. Okay, so what I am doing, I am going to join this A and C. Okay, the two vertices I am going to join. Now you see we got one triangle here. Now I am going to join these two vertices, that is C and E. Okay, so when I joined these two line segments, how many triangles I got? Yes, this is the first triangle. What is the name? ABC. This is the second triangle. What is the name? ACE. And what is this third triangle? CDE. So there are 3 triangles formed when I joined this AC and CE. Now can you say what is the angle sum property of this pentagon? Okay, use the angle sum property of triangle. So what is the angle sum of this first triangle? 180 degree. What is the angle sum property of the second triangle? 180 degree. What is the total angle of this triangle? 180 degree. So what you want to do for finding the total angle measure of this pentagon? Yes, add those sum of the 3 angles of these 3 triangles, that is 180 plus 180 plus 180, so that you will get the total angle sum of this pentagon. Understood, children? So that is the way of finding the angle sum property for any of the closed figures. So I am writing here, there are 5 angles in the pentagon ABCDE. The name of the pentagon is ABCDE. And what are those 5 angles? Namely, angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D and angle E. Okay, so what we can conclude here? angle sum of triangle. What is the first triangle? ABC. ABC. What is the angle sum of this triangle? 180 degree. Similarly, angle sum of triangle. What is the second triangle? ACE. ACE. That is also 180 degree. And what is the third triangle? CDE. So we can write angle sum of triangle CDE. That is also 180 degrees. Okay. So finally what you can write? Therefore sum of the measures of the five angles of the pentagon. What is the name of the pentagon? ABCDE is measure of angle 1. It is yes, there are 5 angles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles. Okay, the total measure of this 5 angle is equal to how many times 180 is there? 180 plus 180 plus 180. What is the total sum? Can you say, children? 180 plus 180 plus 180. We are adding the sum of the angles of these 3 triangles. We got 180 plus 180 plus 180. So all of you find out what is the sum? 540 degrees. Understand? So the angle sum property of a pentagon is 540 degree. Like this way we can find out the angle sum property of any closed figure. Okay. So what are the things we studied? Angle sum property of a triangle is 180 degree. Angle sum property of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Angle sum property of a pentagon is 540 degree. Okay. Now in this way we can find out the sum of the measures of measures of any closed figure. Okay. Now there is another way. To find out easily. That is, from all these figures we are going to generalize how we can find out the angle sum property of any closed figure of any sides. Suppose you consider a closed figure of 20 sides or 25 sides or 30 sides. So what is the method to find out the angle sum property of those closed figures? We are going to see that. Okay. Now children, we can look at to one more closed figure, that is here angle sum property of a hexagon. What do you mean by hexagon? A closed figure having 6 sides is called a hexagon. So here I have drawn a hexagon, and this hexagon is having how many angles? Yes, if I name this hexagon as A, B, C, D, E, F. This hexagon is having 6 sides. So what are those angles? Angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, angle E and angle F. Okay, so there are 6 angles in this hexagon. Now what I am going to do? The same way here also I am going to divide this hexagon into number of triangles. So that if I join this line segment B and F, I got one triangle here. Similarly, when I join this line segment BE, how many triangles are there? 1, 2. Now I am going to join E and C, so that here how many triangles are formed? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So I am naming this. This is the first triangle. This is the second triangle. This is the third triangle. And this is the fourth triangle. Okay. So in a hexagon, I divided this hexagon into 4 triangles. Now using the same property of angle sum property of a triangle, what is the total angle of this first triangle? 180, second triangle 180 degree, third triangle 180 degree, and fourth triangle is also 180 degree. So adding all this sum of the angles of these triangles, we will get the total angle measure of this hexagon. Okay. What is the angle sum property of a triangle? You know, it is 180 degree. So here how many angles are there in the hexagon? 6 angles. Now we divided this into 4 triangles. So what we can say? The sum of the measures of the 6 angles of this hexagon. Okay, 6 angles of this hexagon can be found out by the angle sum property of these 4 triangles. You add all the sum, that is 180 degree of first triangle, 180 degree of second triangle, 180 degree of third triangle, and 180 degree of fourth triangle. So what is the total and how many? You can do this way: 180 plus 180 plus 180 plus 180. How many 180s are there? 4 times. So you can say 4 into 180 degree. Okay, what is 180 degree into 4? 0 into 4, 0, 8 4s are 32, 1 4 is 4 plus 3 7. So total is 720 degrees. Understand? So what is the conclusion? The sum of the measures of this hexagon having 6 angles is always equal to 720 degree. Okay, now we found out the triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon. We are going to generalize for any closed figure of any number of sides how we can find out easily what is the sum of the measures of all the angles. So that we are going to see then. So what I told children, we are going to find out a relation so that we can find out the angle sum property of any closed figure. Okay, so how we can find out that relation is what I am going to do here. All of you please listen. So here I have drawn a tabular column. First figure, number of sides, number of triangles, and sum of all angles. Okay, so first we saw which figure? We saw triangle. Okay, so we go through the triangle, and how many sides are there in a triangle? Yes, there are 3 sides. Okay, and number of triangles, that is here only one triangle. Okay, in a triangle there are 3 sides, and totally what is that? Number of triangle means only one triangle. Okay, 1. And sum of all angles of a triangle, what we know? It is 180 degrees. Understand? So in a triangle we started sum of the all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Using this angle sum property of a triangle only, we are going to do the next one. So next what we saw? We saw quadrilateral. Okay, in a quadrilateral, how many sides were there? 4 sides. And how many triangles we got there? 2 triangles. And what is the sum of all angles we did there? 2 times, that is 182 triangles. So 2 into 180, that is we got 360 degrees. Remember children? Now next what we saw? We saw pentagon. And pentagon, for how many sides were there? 5 sides. And how many triangles we got in a pentagon? Yes, 3 triangles. And finally how we got the sum of the all angles? That is 3 triangles. So 3 into 180 degree, that is we got 540 degrees the total sum of angles of a pentagon. Then we saw hexagon. Correct? And a hexagon is having 6 sides. How many triangles we got there? 4 triangles. And how we got the sum of the angles? This 4 times 180 degree, that is 720 degrees. Okay, so these are the sum of the angles we saw in the earlier. Now what I said, we are going to generalize this so that for any closed figure, okay, for any closed figure with any number of sides, how we can find out the total sum. Okay, and see children, for any closed figure for number of sides, if 20 sides are there, 30 sides are there, 40 sides are there, we cannot draw all the time number of triangles. That is some difficult. So that there is an easy method to find out what is the total sum of those polygons. Okay, for that what I am going to do, all of you listen here. So triangle, for it is no change, it is 180 degree only. Now you see, for a quadrilateral, what I am going to do, this 2 into 180 degree is equal to 360 degree. For this I am going to write this 2. Okay, this 2 into 180, what is this 2? This 2 is the number of triangles. Okay, so this 2 I am going to write like this is equal to this 2 I am going to write in terms of number of sides. What is the number of sides in a quadrilateral? 4. So this 2 I am going to write as 4 minus 2. Okay, what is this 4? This 4 is the number of sides and 2 I subtracted. So what is 4 minus 2? 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay, so this 2 I wrote 4 minus 2 into this 180 degree. Okay, is there any change in the answer? No, 4 minus 2 is 2 only. So 2 into 180 is 360 degrees. Understand? So what I did here, this 2 I adjusted as 4 minus 2, where 4 is the number of sides of the quadrilateral. Similarly, you come to this pentagon. This pentagon is having how many triangles now? 3. So this 3 I am going to write as, you see the number of sides of a pentagon? 5. So this 3 I am going to write as 5 minus 2. Correct? Yes. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Now this 5 minus 2 into 180 degree, the answer is no change, 540 degrees. Okay, so in this 2, what I did, using the number of sides, I adjusted this 2, 4 minus 2, 3, 5 minus 2. Now can you say what can we write in this hexagon? How many triangles are there in a hexagon? 4. So how can I write this 4 here? Using the number of sides. What is the number of sides? 6. So 4 can be written as 6 minus 2 into 180 degree. That is no change, 720 degree. Okay, so in all this, what we did? In all these cases, I used the number of sides minus 2 into 180 degree to get the angle sum of that polygon. So this is true for all the polygons. Okay, for all the polygons this relation is true. Using the number of sides minus 2. All the polygons you want to write minus 2. Okay, see here, you see here 4 sides. 4 sides are there in a quadrilateral. How many triangles are formed? 2 triangles. 5 sides are formed, 3 triangles. 6 sides are there, 4 triangles. Okay, so in this way, instead of this 1 triangle 180 degree, 2 triangles, so 2 into 180, 3 triangles 3 into 180, 4 triangles 4 into 180. So that 2 I wrote as 4 minus 2, 3 I wrote as 5 minus 2, and 4 I wrote as 6 minus 2. Okay, now suppose I am writing one more figure here for octagon. Do you know what is octagon? Yes, octagon is a closed figure that is having 8 sides. Understand? Can you say how many triangles will form there? You see the above relations. When 4 sides are there, 2 triangles, 5 sides, 3 triangles, 6 sides, 4 triangles. So what is the difference here? Yes, 2 less. When the 4 sides are there, 2 triangles, that is 2 less. Here 5 sides, 3 triangles. They are also 2 less. Hexagon 6 sides, 4 triangles. That is 2 less. Similarly, octagon 8 sides. So number of triangles formed is 8 minus 2. What is that? 6 triangles. Okay. Now we are going to find out the sum of the angles of this octagon using what relation? Yes, we can find out, that is 6 times, no? So 6 triangles are formed into 180 degree. Understand? And how can we write this 6? Using this number of sides? Yes, 8 minus 2 into 180 degree. Okay? 6 into 180 children? 6 into 180 is 1080 degree. So that is also the same answer for 6 we have written as 8 minus 2 into 180, that is 1080 degree. Understood? So for any type of closed figure, we can write the number of sides when it is given. We can identify the number of triangles by finding the difference 2, and we will get the number of triangles, and using that we can find out the total angle sum of that closed figure. Okay, so this is the concept of finding the sum of all angles of any polygon. In this way we can find out for any polygon what is the total sum of the angle measures. Okay, so for any polygon, so this is the conclusion for any polygon. What is a polygon? Closed figure. Okay, so for any polygon, the sum of the measures of all the angles, that is for any polygon of we can write for any polygon of sides n. I am giving a variable n. Why? Because that number of sides can be any number. 10 sides, 20 sides, 25 sides, 30 sides. Likewise, for any polygon of sides in general, I have taken n. The sum of the measures of all the angles can be written as, you see, in octagon when there was 8 sides, we wrote 8 minus 2 into 180 degree. 180 degree is the angle sum property of a triangle. So likewise, for any polygon of n sides, we can write n minus 2 into 180 degree. Understand? So this is the like a formula. Okay, this is the formula. This is the result for finding the sum of the measures of any polygon of n sides. Okay, let us check this. If you see in a triangle where there are three sides, so this 3 referred to the number of sides n. Okay, so if we put 3 minus 2 into 180, what is 3 minus 2? 1. So 1 into 180 degree is 180 degree. Correct? So we got it correct. Now if for a quadrilateral, how many sides you know? There are 4 sides. So if I use this relation for n minus 2, what is the number of sides n? 4. So 4 minus 2 into 180 degree, that is 2 into 180 degree, that is equal to 360 degree. Understand? So for any polygon what is given, you can find the sum of the angles of the polygon using the relation n minus 2 into 180. So hope all of you understood how this relation came. So we started from triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, and generalized the formula, and this n denotes the number of sides of the polygon, and using this relation we can find out for any polygon we can find out the sum of the angles of that particular polygon. Okay, now we are going to see some examples. This is your first problem, children. What can you say about the angle sum of a convex polygon with number of sides given as following? Okay, so what do you mean by convex polygon? You learned in the previous video what do you mean by convex polygon. Okay, that which have no exterior diagonals. So that is normally closed figures are all convex polygons, and in this convex polygons the number of sides are given. 4 polygons, different 4 sides are given. The first question is 20 sides. So this given are number of sides. First one is 20 sides, second one 15 sides, third one 34 sides, and fourth one 18 sides. Okay, so for this different polygons we want to find out the angle sum. Okay, so for finding the angle sum of different polygons, what relation we studied? Yes, n minus 2 into 180 degree, for where n is the number of sides. Okay, so first we can do the first problem. It is given number of sides of the polygon is 20. Okay, so we can write sum of all angles is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree. So that is the relation we studied. That is equal to, what is n here? N is this 20. So this is our n. So 20 minus 2 into 180 degree. Okay, so what is 20 minus 2? That is 18. 18 into 180 degree. Do all these calculations in the working column. So 18 into 180 degree, you will get 3240 degrees. Okay, so for a polygon that is having 20 sides, the sum of all angles is equal to 3240 degree. Similarly, we can do the second question. Number of sides, what is given in the second question? Number of sides is equal to 15. Now again use the formula. Therefore, sum of all the angles. You write once the formula, n minus 2 into 190 degree. So that is equal to, here n is our 15. So 15 minus 2 into 190 degree. What is 15 minus 2? 13. 13 into 190 degree. All of you find out the calculation. You will get 2340 degrees. Okay, children? Yes. Now come to the third question. What is the third question given? What is the number of sides given? Yes, it is 34. So number of sides n. Okay, n is 34 here. So that write sum of all angles of this polygon is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree. So n is here 34. Okay, so 34 minus 2 into 180 degree. What is 34 minus 2? It is 32. So 32 into 180 degree. All of you find out, it will come 5760 degrees. Understood, children? Yes. Now come to the fourth question. What is the fourth question? Given number of sides equal to 18. So that is our n. Number of sides 18. Now again write the formula. Sum of all angles is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degrees. That is equal to 18 minus 2 into 180 degrees. What is 18 minus 2? 16. 16 into 180 degree. Calculate. You will get 2880 degrees. Okay. So this is the application of the formula what we found out. N minus 2 into 180 degree. By this you can calculate the angle sum of any convex polygon. Okay, children? Children, check this example. What is given? Find the unknown angle x in the following figures. So here some figures are given here. We want to find out the unknown angle. Okay, unknown angle x. Now we studied the angle sum property of all the polygons. We know how to find out using the formula. So using that only we are going to find out the unknown angle here. Now see, what is the first figure here? This is a quadrilateral having 4 sides and 3 angles are known. First angle 60 degree, then 110 degree, then third angle 90 degree. We need to find out the fourth angle. How will you find out, children? Yes, using the angle sum property of the quadrilateral. And in a quadrilateral, you know what is the angle sum of the 4 angles? Yes, it is 360 degrees. So using that, we can find out what is the unknown angle x. So how will you write? We know the angle sum of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. This implies, so you add all the 4 angles, 60 plus 160 degrees, 110 degrees plus 90 degrees plus we don't know what is x, equal to 360 degrees. Understand, children? So this is the way to find out. Now you add 60 plus 110 plus 90. So what is 110 plus 90 plus 60? 0. 9 plus 6 15 plus 1 16. 1 plus 1 is 2. So you get 260 degree, the sum of these 3 angles. So this implies 260 degree plus the fourth angle x is the total 360 degree. So you learned how to find out the unknown quantity in a linear equation. You remember? So that what is x here? X is equal to 360 degree. 260 come this side minus 260 degree. And what is that? 360 minus 260 is equal to 100 degrees. So this is the value of the fourth angle x. Okay. Now second question. What is the second question here? Yes. Here what is the figure? How many sides it has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a hexagon. And you see in the hexagon how many angles are present? 5 angles are known and 1 angle is unknown. Okay. So we did the hexagon also in earlier and we know the sum of angles of the hexagon. What was that? 720 degree. If you don't know what is the sum of angles of the hexagon, it is not coming in your mind, you can use the formula also. Okay, using n minus 2 into 180 degree, you put the value n equal to 6. So you will get 720 degree. Okay. Yes, so we can write down. So here, because it is a hexagon, sum of all angles of a hexagon, that is, if you don't know, you can use this formula, n minus 2 into 180 degree. Okay, so here n is number of sides, 6. 6 minus 2 into 180 degree. What is that? That is 4 into 180 degree. That is 720 degree. So if you know directly, you can write 720 degree. Otherwise, use this formula. Okay. Now, therefore, you add all the angles. What are the angles present? 100 degree plus 85 degree, 170 degrees plus 130 degrees plus 120 degrees plus unknown angle x is equal to the total 720 degree. Now what you want to do, children? Add all these angles. Okay. So when you add all these angles, you will get 605 degrees. Okay. Plus this x equal to 720 degree. So therefore what is the x? 720 degree minus, you want to, this will go here, it becomes subtraction. 605 degrees, that is 115 degrees is the value of x. Okay, so that is the answer. Now come to the third question. Now what is given in the third question? This is also what is this shape? How many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is also a hexagon. And you see what is the symbol given in all the sides? This symbol denotes that they are all equal. Okay, so all the sides of the hexagon are equal to each other. So this is a regular hexagon. You know what is regular? When all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal, it is called a regular polygon. So here by this symbol we can understand that all the sides are equal. So we can conclude all the angles are also equal. Okay, so here only one angle is given here, x. So what we can say, because this is a regular hexagon, all the sides are equal, so all the angles are also equal, so that we can mark all the angles are also equal to x. Understood, children? So using this symbol we understood this is a regular hexagon, and because regular hexagon all the angles also must be equal, so that we plotted all the angles also x. Now applying the same, sum of all angles of a hexagon is 720 degrees. We can find out what is this unknown angle x. Okay, so we are writing, we know that sum of all angles of a hexagon, okay, equal to 720 degrees. Therefore here how many x are there? 5x, correct? So that is x plus x plus x plus x plus x plus x, 6x. Okay, otherwise you can is equal to 720 degree. Now add all this, you will get 6x equal to 720 degrees. Now how will you find out x, children? We studied in linear equations 6 into x, so that when 6 is transposed here it becomes division. So 720 degree by 6. Now you can cancel. Yes, how many times? For 6 table, 1 6 is 6. Here 1 6 is 6, remaining 1, 2 6 are 12, 0. Okay, so here the answer is 120 degrees. So therefore the unknown angle x equal to 120 degrees. Okay, so that is the way to solve this type of problem. Whenever this symbol is given, you want to understand that they are equal sides. Okay, now come to the last problem. What is that given? Here also four-sided quadrilateral is given, and here also this equal side symbol is given, so that it is very easy to understand all the four sides are equal. So what is that type of quadrilateral when all the four sides are equal? Yes, very good. It is a square. Okay, so here square for, it is very easy to understand that what is that angle in a square. All the angles are equal to 90 degree. You studied in previous classes. Okay, but here we are using this relation to find out sum of all angles, and we can write down, so that just you write sum of all angles of a quadrilateral. So here quadrilateral, so that what is the total sum of angles? 360 degrees. So therefore here all the four angles are equal, correct? So therefore x plus x plus x plus x equal to 360 degrees. This implies 4x equal to 360 degrees. This implies x is equal to, here also 4 will transpose becomes division, 4 into x, 360 degree by 4. So reduce that 4 table, 1 4 is 4, 9 4s are 36, 0. So what is the answer, children? 90 degree. So that is the angle of a square. Okay, in a square you know already each angle is equal to 90 degree. So that only we got here also x is equal to 90 degree. Understood, children? So all of you read all this revise your notes, angle sum property of different polygons, and how we find out the formula, and how we are solving for any number of sides for a given polygon, how we are using the formula to find the angle sum, and how we are finding the unknown angles using this relation n minus 2 into 180 degrees, how we are finding the unknown angles for different closed figures. Okay, so you are having some homework also, complete that. Any doubt for, you can contact your teachers and revise the notes well and prepare all the questions very well. Okay children, complete the homework children from exercise 3.1. the problems are 3, 4 and 6th AB. Thank you children. We'll see you in the next class.